Pleasant good morning, everyone. Can everyone hear me? Good morning and welcome to another session of the Dream Big Girls Empowerment Program. I am Simone Claxton, President and founder of the Sapphire Miriam Foundation, greeting you all the way in Trinidad and Tobago in our beautiful Twin Island Republic. Today is a very special day. We have with us the Steve and Marjorie Harvey Foundation. Joining us today, we have some wonderful ladies from the United States. We have the foundation's executive director, Ms. Page, with us today. And it's actually her birthday, so she's sharing some of her special time with our ladies. So we just thank her so much for that time. And we have some other wonderful ladies from the US. So I'm just going to introduce the ladies and then I will hand over to Paige so that she can run the show. So it's going to be an interactive session where the girls are going to get a chance to chat with the ladies and, you know, really get a sense of, you know, what empowerment is all about. Okay, ladies, so I want you all to interact, my precious gems. So we have girls from Trinidad, from Guyana, from Dominica, St. Lucia, Suriname, okay, all over the Caribbean joining us today. And Bahamas, we have some girls from the Bahamas today with us. So we just want to say good morning to everyone. How are we all today?
Good morning. Hi.
Good morning.
Great. So it's a bright and beautiful day here in Trinidad. Let's see. We have some persons in the waiting room, so I'm just going to let them in.
Hello for Dominica.
Hello.
Right. Paige, are you there?
I am here.
Right. So we have Paige. So Dorothea, you're going to do us a favor?
Yes.
Go ahead, Dorothea. Before I introduce the ladies.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Dorothea. Dorothea is from Suriname. And she's been very, very interactive and very participative and dedicated to the program. Okay, so we're gonna get started. I'm just gonna introduce the ladies. We have obviously Executive Director of the Steve and Marjorie Harvey Foundation, Paige, with us today. She is founder of Brown Girl Village. We have Miss Maria Jordan, who is CEO of ATR Media, Afternoon Tea Radio and Podcast. I think someone needs muting. Great. So we have with us Monica, and who's a broker, owner of Realty One Group Universal. We have Tashikia Perry, and she is founder of Growing Daughters for Success Enrichment Program, and she's going to give us a bit more details on her program and her journey. We have Tatiana. She's graduating senior Spelman College. We have Tracy with us as well today. She's a licensed physician. And we have Deanna Hamilton, Executive Director of the Georgia Legislative Black Caucus. So we have 7 wonderful ladies from the USA with us today. I hope I didn't forget anybody. Oh, we have Tanya as well. Tanya's joining us from the Bahamas. Thank you, Tanya. And she's got a few of her girls there, as well as Deanna's invited some girls from the Bahamas as well. So I'm just going to hand over to Paige, and you can take the show from here.
Thank you for having us. Let's introduce us to some of your girls that might be out there.
Right. Okay, great. So let me see. I'm seeing on screen Anjali. Give us a wave, Anjali. She's in Trinidad.
Hey, Anjali.
Right. So we have Dorothea who sang.
Dorothea, how are you?
Yeah, we have Cheyenne in Suriname. She's been really interactive, passionate about development. Come on, ladies, put on your cameras.
I need to see those beautiful faces.
Yeah, you're going to have on your cameras today.
Hey, Felicia.
Yeah, we have Felicia.
Sierra.
Brittany, where's your camera?
Hi.
Girls, oh, we have a couple of girls. We have Shanice. She was in my other program in 2019. We have Kayla as well.
I love it.
Come on, ladies, put on your cameras and say hi. Now is not the time to be shy.
Introduce yourself. Hi. How are you ladies? We need to see some beautiful face. I
Let
don't
me
see.
see. All right, so we have Katrina.
Hi, Miss.
Hi.
We have Savannah and Grenada with us here.
Hi, Grenada.
Hey.
I'd like to know more about Grenada. That sounds so exciting. You guys are so blessed. You get to wake up to water every day.
Oh, yeah.
And you
We have
guys can go to
Selena.
the beach and swim. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys. So
We have
I'm
Selena.
Selena's there as well.
Yeah, and Ciara.
Who'd like to tell us something about themselves first? Pick one, Simone. We want to know something about the girls this morning. It's about them.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Cheyenne, you want to talk? Cheyenne?
Let's pick somebody else.
All right. I'm not sure what's happening. Oh, Angeli.
Hi, good morning, Miss. Good morning, Miss Peace.
How are you, Angela? How are you, beautiful?
I'm good.
Where are you zooming in from?
Trinidad and Tobago.
Trinidad and Tobago. Oh my goodness. What grade are you in?
Miss, I'm in high school. I'm doing a course in softball. I finished high school.
You finished high school.
Yeah, Miss.
What are your plans for your future?
Miss, I want to be a chef. So
Oh my gosh. You
pursuing
want to,
that dreams now.
what's your favorite meal to cook?
Miss, anything. I think Trini food would be my favorite meal to cook.
What type of food?
Trinidadian food.
Trini food. And so Trinidad is Trini, right?
Yes, Trini food.
Okay. Okay. So what's your favorite American food?
I think steak and potatoes. I think that would be my favorite.
Yes.
Okay. What American food have you not tasted yet?
The tacos. I never had tacos before. Or anything with
You never
those
had.
lines. No.
I love it. What about, have you had sushi?
Yeah, but I don't like it in Trinidad. I want to taste it over there though, but not in Trinidad.
I don't like it. I don't like sushi either. So have you ever been to the States?
No, I have not, but I have family from the States. Majority of my family are from the States.
So if you could come to any state in the States, what state would that be? And I think I know what you're going to say.
I would like to go to Long Island.
To Long Island?
Yes.
You know, I thought she was going to say Atlanta. I thought she was going to say Atlanta. Most of the girls say Atlanta because they watch those reality shows and everybody wants to come to Atlanta.
The thing is, my uncle had passed away. He was to live, then he passed away, so I always wanted to go where he lived. I have not been there, so I always wanted to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have to make that happen. We may have to make that happen for you guys. We're going to be working on something big after this Zoom. So we want to stay connected to the girls who are here. And Simone, make sure you have the list of the girls that are on this Zoom, okay?
Yes.
These girls that tuned in today. Okay,
Definitely.
Let me meet one more of your girls, Simone.
We have Cheyenne here. Come on, Cheyenne. She's a speaker.
Hello, Miss. I'm actually at work right now.
I love it. Where do you work?
I work at a shop where we sell bread, we cook food. I'm a cook.
You don't eat all that bread, do you?
No, I don't. Luckily not.
Don't eat all of that bread, okay? Well, get back to work because we don't want you to get in trouble, okay? But thank you for joining us.
Actually, I'm kind of free right now and there aren't any customers I have to sell, so I can talk.
Okay, wonderful. But tell us more about yourself.
Okay, so I am 18 years old. I love the color orange and purple. I am kind of mystic and intuition. I have my intuition, and I really work with my feelings and my intuition that guides me to always do the best in life. I'm very passionate. I'm very excited. I love to dance. I love to cook. I love to go out. I love to learn, get to know new people. I really love to
And you're very
interact.
shy. And you're
Yes.
very shy, is right.
No, I'm not.
No, she's not.
I'm shy. Shy is something I am absolutely not.
What's your job career? What's your dream career? I'm sorry.
My dream career, well, I would love to be an entrepreneur. I would love to start my own business, and I would love to be a psychologist as well.
Which one are you going to do first?
I believe become an entrepreneur because when I take on that job of psychology, I really want to be able to help my people properly. Even if it comes in financial aid, I would love to do that. So that's why I want to have my own business first.
I love it. And what type of business would it be?
It would actually be a skincare business. I also wanted to do a catering business, more like decoration, food. Yeah.
We may be able to help you with that. We may be able to help you with that little skincare business. We may have somebody on this Zoom that we can help mentor you. How about that? See, you never know, guys. That's why you have to speak up. And where are you located in Jamaica? You're in Jamaica, correct?
No, I'm from Suriname.
Where are you?
Suriname. I'm from Suriname.
Where is that?
It's situated in South America, right next to Guyana.
Wow. Pronounce
Yes.
it for me again. Maybe I'm not understanding her pronunciation.
Suriname. Suriname.
Spell it.
I think I'll just type it in the chat so you can read it.
I think. I
Yeah.
love it. Well, thank you for joining us today. Okay, I see it. Wonderful. Well, I have some of my girlfriends on today that I want you guys to meet. How about that? So first, I want to introduce Miss Maria Jordan. Maria, introduce yourself. Who are you, Maria?
Hello, ladies. You guys look wonderful. I am out of Atlanta, Georgia. You guys should be wanting to visit us out here. And I'm excited to be on the call. We speak to a lot of beautiful girls, young girls, and it's always good. We're on here trying to teach, but we learn so much in the meantime. So it's just always an awesome opportunity to speak with women across the world and for us to learn from one another. So I'm very excited. I am an entrepreneur. I have a media company called ATR Media, and I'm also a radio host. I have a radio and podcast called Afternoon Tea that is on iHeartRadio and Spotify, and also on 1100 AM here in Atlanta. So I have the opportunity to speak to amazing women every week, learning something new and broadening my perspective. So I'm so excited to be here with everyone today.
And she's also a model. She's a singer,
yes.
Correct?
Yes, I keep it going.
It goes
well, I'm an author. I wrote a children's book. I went to school for music, so I sing and write music and poetry. I also created an event in Atlanta called Spotlight Tuesdays, highlighting different indie artists around the world. I've modeled, had the opportunity to be on Page's book as one of her books as the model cover of her book, and I've modeled and did a lot of things over the years. So I've had an exciting career, and it's so much more to come. But the highlight of it all is being able to communicate and network and learn from other women. So I'm really, really excited to be here today.
And Maria, I'm so proud of you. She's like my niecey. I've known her since she was probably like 12, maybe. But Maria, you know, when I was really excited for you is when this young lady who's very well known was coming to Atlanta, and she needed somebody to interview her. And out of all of the writers and all of the people who are in the limelight in media in Atlanta, they chose Maria. And I really believe they chose you because you're always poised on your social media. You always, present yourself as a lady of honor. And I was really, really happy when Jada Pinkett picked Maria to interview her, guys. So you have to ask her what that experience like. You interviewed Jada Pinkett. So Maria, thank you for joining us this morning.
Absolutely.
Next, we have Monica. Monica, are you there?
Good
Hey,
morning, ladies.
Monica.
Happy Saturday.
Happy
I'm
Saturday.
so
Monica.
excited and honored.
Tell us something
I
about
think there's
yourself,
a delay.
Monica.
So I actually reside in Baltimore, Maryland, and I'm currently the broker and owner of a real estate company here in Baltimore. And we're super excited about that. It's actually a newer endeavor. I've been an entrepreneur for several years in different capacities, some retail, real estate, just different capacities. But I currently focus right now on the real estate brokerage. And I have a partner. She's not with us today, but we're super excited about that. And as Maria was saying, that the most rewarding piece for me in entrepreneurship is being able to assist others. I find my successes not in what I gain myself.
I think she is delayed. Next, we have, I'm going to save this one for last. Let's meet Tatiana.
Hi, everyone. I hope you guys are having an amazing Saturday. My name is Tatiana Itana Horobin, and I'm a graduating senior at Spelman College, located in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm majoring in political science on a pre-law track, so my aspiration in life is to become an entertainment attorney. So yes, I just want to come on here and just tell you guys, whatever dreams that you have, just go after it full-fledged. Don't give up on yourself, love yourself wholeheartedly, and just always be true to who you are. And I know you guys are in different places, so I can kind of tell about myself. Like, my parents are from Kingston, Jamaica. So I always go back to Jamaica, and I always just show love to young girls there. So I'm just very, very excited to meet you guys.
Yes, thank you for joining us. Tashikia.
Hi. I am so excited to be in this space. I am Tashika Harris. I am the founder of Crowning Daughters for Success Enrichment Program. My why is real simple. I want to build strong girls so that we will not have to repair broken women. And so that is what this session is all about today. We want to build you so that the world will not break you. So we'll talk about accolades later. We want to definitely get you guys pumped up, not just for your now, but for your later. So thank you for having me. And I am so excited to empower you.
And you guys are going to love the session that Tashika is going to do. She's just so empowering. We love her so much. Next, we're going to bring up Deanna, Tracy. I'm going to bring Deanna up next. Deanna, are you there? Deanna Hamilton.
I am. Good morning, ladies. Good morning. My heart is full to see you committing your Saturday morning to learning and to connecting. It is awesome to see all of your faces. I am Deanna Hamilton, I'm the executive director of the Georgia Legislative Caucus. What does that mean? That means I deal with politicians all day and have a huge responsibility around developing laws that impact people that look like you and I. And so I advocate for Black and Brown people in this country to ensure that we have the laws that allow us the freedoms to do what we desire to do, among all this other stuff. But
right.
that's not important.
Right, look at that other stuff. I love it. So much talent. And next we're going to bring in, I saved you for last, Tracy, because I want you to speak to the young lady who wants to have this skincare business. Tracy Blackburn, are you there?
I am. Hello, beautiful ladies. Thank you so much for having me, Ms. Page, and the Steve Marjorie Harvey Foundation. And I am just so happy to be here to speak to you beautiful young ladies. You guys empower me all the time. Actually, Ms. Page, these meetups have actually empowered me to explore my entrepreneurial spirit. But I am a licensed physician assistant. That is a licensed medical professional, and I have specialized in dermatology. And dermatology is the study of skin. hair, and nails. So I do general dermatology, which is actually your regular skin conditions and hair conditions and nail conditions. That's acne, hair loss, all of that. We do cosmetic. So that's going to be your lasers and your facials. And, you know, you guys are too young for Botox and all of that. But when you're ready, I'm here. And then and then surgical. So I'm actually able to open and close surgeries. I am not a physician. I am a physician assistant or a physician associate. So I work independently, but I also work on a team with multiple physicians. So I am so happy to be here. In regards to skincare, as you see, there is so many things out there. There's so many brands. I mean, back in the day when our moms and grandmas used skincare, they had 5 things. 2 of them were one was Vaseline, the other one was Olay, a little bit of witch hazel. You know, they only had 5 things, and now we have 5 stores and 5 websites. There's so many things out there. If you have something that works for your skin, definitely grow it, nurture it, market it, and then, you know, let's try it out. So I really empower you to explore what your passion is. My profession is truly my passion.
I love it. So much talent, so much talent. So let me go to, let me see, Deanna. Deanna, I have a question for you. Deanna, what would you tell your 14-year-old self?
Ooh, you know, I wrote this letter to myself on my 50th birthday, which was 2 years ago. And it was to my 12-year-old self, which is close to 14. And what I know for sure is that who I am is enough. I do not have to make myself small in order to make other people comfortable. I can take up as much space as I need in order to feel empowered. I have nothing to prove to anyone. And my authentic self is my true power. And if I had known that at 14, it wouldn't have took me as long as it did to stand in the power that I stand in today. And so I always tell young girls, especially young Black girls, you are enough just as you are. You are simply enough. The fact that you were born and you are a child of God means that you are enough. And your authentic self is your power.
You guys see me taking notes. I'm a note taker. And even at this age, guys, I'm still learning, you know? So what I want you ladies to do is remember to always be a student. And, you know, that what Deanna just said, those are really affirmations. I am enough. I am enough. You should wake up every morning and remind yourself that I am enough. Who else would like to answer that question? Maria, what would you tell your 14-year-old self?
Absolutely. I would tell myself to always give yourself grace. That is really important. I would also tell myself, which I say all the time now, is anything I envision, I can obtain. Anything I see for myself is obtainable. It's not a coincidence. It's not something that just popped in my head. There is no sky, there is no limit. Anything I envision, I can obtain. And also that I'm fabulous and that I'm beautiful, even when I don't feel fabulous and even when I don't feel beautiful. That's not a look, a physical look. That's an inside thing. So I would remind myself that beauty comes from the inside.
I love it. Tatiana, what would you tell your 14-year-old self?
I would tell my 14-year-old self, love you first, so therefore they can love you as well. Because no one will love you if you can't love yourself. No one can trust you if you don't trust yourself. And no one will respect you if you don't respect yourself. So that's something that I would tell my 14-year-old self. And just to understand that God knows the plan. God knows everything that's going to happen in your life. So just trust it and follow him. He'll lead the way. And one more thing. Pray like it's up to God and work like it's up to you. And that's it.
I love it. Wow. Tracy Blackburn, what would you tell your 14-year-old self?
Oh, if I could talk to my 14-year-old self. That was a hard year for me. I would say, keep looking forward. Don't look back. Don't compare yourself to the others around you, because God created you to be you. And also research, study. Don't think that, oh, I'm 14, I have plenty of time to learn. Learn every day, because you're going to take that, and guess what? It's going to cycle back around when you're going to need it in your future. So don't take what you're learning now very lightly. Keep moving forward, keep adding to that, research and learn and read, and don't take for granted what you see on TV or things like that. Learn it for yourself. That's what I would say.
I love it. Tashika.
I will first of all tell my 14-year-old self to shut up and listen, because I thought I knew it all and I always had to have the last word. And the second thing I would tell my 14-year-old self is that pretty is not enough. I grew up thinking, because people called me pretty, that was the answer to everything, until I had to make life decisions that impacted my future as well as others around me. And I did not make great decisions because I was too stuck on being pretty. Accept yourself, embrace yourself, look at yourself, but know what you see right here, it is not the all in all. There's more to you. And I want you guys to reach down inside and get it.
I love it. Who did I miss? Is Monica back? I know I think we lost Monica Gordon. Tanya, is Tanya there? Oh, Monica is back. Tanya Colley, is Tanya there?
Yes. Hi, and happy birthday to you, Sharon. Good morning to ladies. My 14-year-old self. I would just say to you young ladies, put God first. Be respectful to your parents, because they've been through it already. They actually paved the way for you, sacrificed for you. Be obedient and know who you are. One thing I always tell my daughter is to write down your goals. Write down what it is and who you are, and define and be disciplined by that. We never always have the right answers, but if you stay humble, respectful, don't worry about what you see on the TV and the social media. That does not define your destiny and who you are. Take a picture and look at yourself in the mirror and grow. Be patient and humble and respectful. Manners and respect get you through the world. It did me at 14. At least look at me. I wanted to have a nun, but I ended up having 2 kids after, right? So just be prayerful and enjoy and trust your journey.
Thank you, Tanya. And be fearless. And I was fearless, and that's how I met Tanya. I met Tanya because I used to always go to the Bahamas by myself. I was fearless. I wanted to be by myself. So I would go over to this place called the Atlantis. So after a while, they were like, who is this girl who keeps coming to the Atlantis by herself 2 and 3 times a year? And Tanya was actually the front desk clerk, the front desk manager. How many years ago was that?
26 years ago.
26 years ago. And we have remained friends through it all. She actually just left my house last week with her daughter. So just be fearless. Don't be afraid to meet new people. And one thing that I pride myself on, and I wish I could have done it at 14, so I just really missed telling a lot of people how grateful I was for them. Be grateful. It's really, I think God really honors a grateful heart. So no matter where you are in life or what people do for you, just be grateful and say thank you. Monica, what would you tell your 14-year-old self?
I would tell my 14-year-old self to just slow down. And when you make mistakes, just get back up again. At 14, I always felt like I needed to please everyone. And so even at 14, I stretched myself so thin. And you just have to keep in mind that if you treat people the way that you want to be treated, even when they don't receive it that way, it still comes back threefold. You keep God first, you seek God's face for all that you do, and everything will fall in place. At 14, I wanted to try and just do everything, and I wanted everyone to be my friend. And we don't need everyone to be our friend because we are enough. Like some of us have already shared, we are enough. So just trust God. And when things happen and it doesn't work out that way, you can continue. Just get back up and continue to keep going.
I love it. Something else I would tell my 14-year-old self, wait on boys. How about that? The boys are not important, right? That's when the trouble starts.
I did.
So wait on those boys. Wait on those boys. Ladies, do you guys have any questions for us? Any of you ladies have any questions? We want to open up. We want to hear from you guys. Where's my Charlize? Is Charlize there? Charlize, how are you, beautiful?
Okay.
How are you?
My question is, how would you deal with teenage depression?
That's an interesting question. And that's actually Tanya's daughter. That's my baby. How would you deal? I think the first thing you would do is you would ask the question. I think that's where it starts. Who would like to tackle that? I think I'm going to give it to Tashika.
Hi, listen, let me tell you something. The first thing I think everyone has to understand is that we all have levels of emotions. And now I'm not a licensed therapist, but I just hit this topic with over 300 teenagers this summer, and they are trying to cope. You have to have a coping strategy. That is the only way. Some people's coping strategy is medicine. Some people's coping strategy is prayer. Some people coping strategy is talking to someone, but you have to implement a coping strategy. So the top 3 things that I gave them was, number 1, do not feel like you have to be ashamed. If there is an event in your life that has caused you to feel down, don't get all the way to the floor before you tell someone. I can help you up quicker if you are stumbling. It is going to be very difficult for me to help you up if you are already on the floor and I literally have to pick you up. Not that it's impossible. Not only do not be ashamed of it, the second thing I want you to do is understand the power of your body. God created our body so magically. There are endorphins that we have. If you sit in your room all day long and you continue to text and just sit there and play with the pity party, you're going to stay in that state. But if you say, I'm going to get up, I'm going to walk, I'm going to work out, with those endorphins, they decrease stress levels. So when you're stressed about something, when something has gotten you out of your joy box, work out, get to moving, don't sit there. Last but not least, do not underestimate the power of prayer and therapy. The Bible tells us that faith without works is dead. So your faith is not undermined just because you go see a therapist. There are people who are in a professional field. If I broke my arm, my mom is not going to wrap it up and tell me to sit there. She's going to take me to the hospital. And so what I want each young lady on this Zoom to realize is that faith without works is dead. You keep your faith, but you also do some works, because that's how we see the blessings of God manifest. All right. So in a nutshell, you don't have to stay there. You don't have to stay there. There's help and there's love out there for you.
And I know, Charlize, you've been through so much. I mean, with the hurricanes in the Bahamas, correct, Charlize? Unmute, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And what else have you been through in the last 2 years? The hurricanes, I know you lost, your friends lost their parent, their mom, correct?
Their dad, yeah. And we went to his funeral and it was just tragic.
Wow. I want Deanna to speak to Charlize.
Charlize, here's what I would say. You know, sometimes we forget the pressures that our kids are under, especially our Black kids and especially our Black girls. And what I would say to you, and Tashikia said it best, you have to find coping mechanisms. But the first thing I would say to you is you have to seek joy. And what I found, the best way to seek joy is to get outside and to get fresh air, find something you enjoy doing outside and find joy in that and in nature, because it's something about fresh air that opens us up. But coping mechanisms are the best thing. I'm not a proponent of drugs, but coping mechanisms like seeking joy, understanding the power of gratitude, understanding that your life is valuable, and finding gratitude in the smallest of things that you do. The smallest of things. If it's waking up in the morning, there's a young lady on here that looks like she's laying back. What's her name? Anja? Is it Anja?
Anjali.
Anjali. She's comfortable and she's finding gratitude and joy and simply participating. So don't overstress your mind and your thoughts and overthink any experience that you're having. Just find simple ways of coping in the moment around joy and gratitude. And the best place to do that is always in nature. So if you don't like going outside, find something that you can enjoy that is outside in nature. If it's just going and sitting under the tree and journaling. And speaking of experiences and gratitude that you've had for the day, one of the things I do every morning when I wake up before I do anything is I roll over, I pray, I meditate, and I write down 5 things that I was grateful for the day before. You will be surprised those simple tasks will help you see the perspective very differently. I'm going to be lifting anyone who feels like they are in a state of depression because we often take our kids for granted and just assume they're supposed to deal. And we don't give them the lens or the support that they need, like this is amazing, to really help them have the tools necessary to move forward and things that are stressful for them. But coping mechanisms, as Tashikia said, is the best way. But I will tell you, trying to find your place of joy and gratitude in the very small things that you do will change your perspective tremendously.
Did that help you, Charlize?
Yes, it did. I really thank you. I really appreciate all the words being said to me. I will really take it into consideration, but once again, thank you.
Do you feel better already, correct?
Yes, Mom.
And I gave you something that you can journal in, correct?
Yes, Mom.
So I want you to start journaling. Every morning when you roll over, say your prayers and think of 5 things that you're grateful for. And just lay there and envision your future. Okay? Envision your future.
And Paige, we would love to have Charlize. In May of next year, we're going to adopt Black Girls Youth Mental Health Day. And we're going to have a big to-do around Black children and mental health. And we would love to have you in Atlanta to participate.
Yay! Are you excited, Charlize?
Yes, very excited.
And also, I'm the board chair of an organization called Silence the Shame, where we advocate against the stigma of mental health and mental well-being. Go to that website. It's silencetheshame.com. And there are plenty of resources on there that you can read that will help you with coping mechanisms.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Wow, Charlize, you're coming to Atlanta to meet Auntie Deanna. See what happens when you speak up, ladies, when you speak up. And I'm glad we talked about that. And I'm glad, Charlize, the main thing is to express how you feel, ladies. Please express to an adult. It may not be your mom, but find an auntie, you know, and now we're your aunties, guys. Reach out to anybody on this. And guys, we can put our Instagrams maybe in the chat. Reach out to any of us, guys. If you're going through something and you just want to talk, I think that is so important. Do you ladies have any questions for us? Anybody want to speak about anything in particular before we move on?
Hi, Paige, I just want to add something here. The foundation is here to support all of the girls. We have a psychologist, an in-house psychologist, Deborah. She's here with us, and she's part of the Trinidad and Tobago, Association of Psychologists. So she is here to support. So if Charlize or anyone wants to talk with her, she's offering her services, through the foundation, free of charge to the girls.
Okay, Deborah, can you chime in on that last question? We didn't know that you were there for Charlize.
Handling depression. Well, I think Deanna said it really, really well. We put God first, because this is what we do. We put God first. We think about the characters in the Bible. Most of them went through these things. They went through pain, they went through depression, they went through a lot of things. So it's a realistic entity. When you think about the past, the present, everyone would have had some sort of depression and sadness in their lives. Even I did. I suffered from depression and anxiety for about 2 years, and eventually it was out. But I agree with her, with Ms. Hamilton, in when you get up in the morning, you say your prayers, and you really focus on the good things. The good things that happened the day before is a very good way of identifying the niceties in your life, things to be grateful for. So yes, I agree. Do that and sit back and relax and look at what is happening around the world. Think about it. One thing I always tell people, you're not alone. There are many, many of us who have gone through these bouts of sadness, depression, and things will always make you feel down. This is what life is about. But the thing is, you have to rise up. You have to be strong. There is nothing else you can do but be strong. And when you pray, you get that strength from God. Believe me, I have been doing it for years. And no matter what life throws at me, I'm able to stand firm on my foundation with God. So I believe in my heart that even though you would go to the doctor, like Ms. Harris said, yes, you have to go. If you break your hand, if you need therapy, yes. I'm also a Christian counselor. So I basically bring God into everything because it is what is the truth. It is truth. So you go to a therapist, you get your counseling, but when you're trying to do things for yourself, you have to pray. You have to go to this higher authority, and believe me from experience, and I am sure all of you ladies here, because I've been listening, and I'm so proud to hear that everyone here speaks of God like I feel. It's
yes.
I love that. I feel connected now because it's not only the scientific part of anything in life. You have to bring God into every single thing that you do. And that is my advice to every girl out here. It's a struggle because we live, as they say, in a man's world. It is very, very difficult, but we have to keep striving, and we have support. Look at these lovely ladies from the US. Oh my goodness. And I love your accent. Atlanta.
Love yours.
My dad is in he's in Florida right now. He used to live in Tennessee, and I had loved the accent there when I went to Nashville. And now the Atlanta, oh my goodness, I wish I could speak like you all. It is amazing. I love the Southern accent. I really, really do.
And we love yours as well. Thank you so much for that. And people will put all types of titles on you. I know some of you ladies have probably been labeled as having ADD or something like that. I see some of you shaking your heads. Well, okay, so join the club, because I have been diagnosed with adult deficit hyperactivity disorder. What does that mean? That means that I can take a 30-minute test in about 15 minutes. That means I've got all of these ideas going on in my head at the same time. That means that I'm super creative. So don't wear it as a badge of something being bad. Just embrace it. I never took any medication. I drive people crazy, but I drive myself crazier. So don't look at it as a bad thing. If they say you have this or you have that, just get the help that's needed. I never got any help. I just pray to God. I'm very hyperactive. I'm always moving. My friend Deanna, I drive Deanna and my crew really, really crazy. but it's not a bad thing. Some great people have ADD. Okay, great entrepreneurs, millionaires, billionaires. So just, I see somebody shaking their head. So it's not a bad thing. And if you're a young girl who has been diagnosed with ADD, please hit me up on Instagram at I am Sharon Page. I am Sharon Page. We're going to use that energy to create some beautiful things, start some businesses, okay? Write some books. I've been an author. I sold insurance. I sold $1 million houses. I was an author. I was a flight attendant. I owned a hair salon. I owned a consignment store. Okay, what else did I do, Tanya? Can you help me with anything else? I produced major events. I produced for Malik Yoba and Shaquille O'Neal. I went to the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising. I have a degree in fashion.
Flight attendant.
Yes. So the list goes on and on. So don't just let anybody tell you what you cannot do. Okay. The sky is the limit. The sky is the limit. Just be your authentic self. Okay. Hold on. You ladies.
And I just want to say, I'm sorry, TT. I just wanted to say this. When I say anything you can envision, you can obtain, sometimes everyone isn't going to see who you are.
Yes.
Everyone isn't going to see what you're capable of. God shows you, and he might not show everyone else. So believe in yourself. Believe in what you see for yourself. And you can't, and sometimes the people who love you most may not see, but that's okay too. You just keep on moving forward in what you see for yourself, and know that you're not alone in the good times and the bad times. It's not always going to be great. So even when you're feeling depressed, you're not alone. And groups like this let you know that.
And I love it. It's something else that you need to do when you have a vision, you have a dream. Surround yourself with people who believe in your dream. Believe in you and believe in your dream. That's like Deanna and I, we talk all along. She's a visionary, but everybody's not going to believe in her dream. There's some real haters out there, but surround yourself with women and people who believe in your dream. And also remember, everybody can't go. As God starts to elevate you, he'll start to peel off some layers. Your friends at 8 will not be your friends at 12. Your friends at 12, 14, a different group, 18, stop trying to hang with the crowd, because God is trying to elevate you sometimes, but you're carrying too much. So you have to let that go, shed it, okay? And begin to take flight, ladies. Surround yourself with women and girls who believe in your dreams. I think that's so important. You guys have any questions for us? Anything you guys want to talk about before we turn it over to Tashika to close this out?
I would like to say something as well. Miss Page, I'm really inspired by how much things you have accomplished in your life, because right now I have so much things that I want to do, so much ideas I want to get through with. And sometimes I'm thinking like, can I do all of this at once? You know?
Yes. You can do all of it.
Yeah. So right now I love writing. I love poetry. I want to write a book someday. One day I want to start a blog or have a business or something, you know. So right now I'm just really elated learning about you and all of the ladies here today.
Where are you, in Jamaica?
I'm in Grenada.
Oh, I've got to get to Grenada. Let me buy a ticket today. But let me start by saying this. Say, I will write a book. I will start a blog. Okay. I will. Stop saying what you want to. I will. Say, I will.
I will.
I will write a book.
I will write a book.
I will start a blog.
I will start a blog.
That's it.
Yeah.
So you and I are going to connect, okay? And we're going to help you do that. And we're going to have something. We're going to have that book written in the next year. I promise you. Okay?
Thank you so much.
If you're ready, okay? God says he'll give you the desires of your heart. He also says, write the vision on the wall. Make it plain. So I want you guys, ladies, if you take nothing else away from this, write down what you want to accomplish in the next year. Write it on paper. Write it down, guys, so we can implement it. Okay? I look forward to connecting with you.
Thank you so much.
And Paige, I think Savannah can start blogging now. There's no reason
right
why you can't start blogging now.
And that would
Yes,
be Maria's wheelhouse.
yes, I have started planning as well. To see, wanted to start it this August, but I want to be ready for it, maybe by the end of the year. Because I'm still fearful about it, but I want to start
Right.
it now.
And your speak is fear, because it's what do you need to be ready for?
Okay.
I actually have a question also.
Start today about this opportunity. You should start the blog today talking about this opportunity. And each of those things that you desire to do, they will feed off of each other, and you will build from each of them and reach all of your goals. I don't know if you're familiar with the vision board, but as Ms. Page said, write it down, make it clear. If you don't write it down, take a picture and post it in your bedroom. It's the first thing you see when you wake up in the morning, and it'll remind you that you are worthy and that these are your goals, and you will work towards them every day.
Yeah. And Squarespace is free. So go to Squarespace, set up your blog, and start writing. And you will be surprised how the people will come. There's nothing to wait for.
Thank you very much.
Do it now. I love it. Anybody else?
Hi. So,
who's speaking?
I am speaking, Cheyenne. So, basically, I really am thankful that I joined this session because the conversation was very stimulating. I feel like it's in alignment with everything that I'm currently doing. I'm on my path to self-discovery, and also, I'm also trying to write a book. I mean, I have started already, but I stopped. I just put an end to it, but I think I'm gonna start doing it again. And yeah, I
Why
I
not?
just really enjoyed this conversation.
What do you have to lose?
I don't know why I stopped. I felt less inspired to write it, and I just stopped.
So are you inspired again?
Yes, I absolutely am inspired.
Yay! So
and I will start writing again tonight. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Yes.
Small feet.
I will start writing tonight because I really feel this sort of opening. I just really enjoyed everything you said about the what would you tell to your 14-year-old self, and I really think that that is an amazing thing, and it's a journal prompt for me, so I'm definitely going to journal about it because there is a lot I would like to tell my 14-year-old self, and I believe that that is exactly gonna open up the doors for me to just clear away all blockages and do what I'm supposed to do, write my book.
Yes. So what's the name of the book?
It's actually Shere. It's about a girl. She had actually very successful and rich parents. They were financially abundant, but yeah, her father on her 18th birthday, her parents had an accident and they died. Actually, after her 18th birthday, and the maid of the house had something with her father, and the same day the maid kidnapped the girl, and then she shut her up. And the girl was somebody who was very ambitious. So when she got locked up, when she got kidnapped, she literally she just couldn't pursue her dreams anymore. They abused her, they raped her, they just shut her up. But one day she finally managed to escape. That's what my story is about. That's the storyline.
I love it. And you're going to start writing it tonight, and I'm going to help you and be of any assistance that I can. So make sure you get the information. I'm excited about this project. How about that?
Thank you. I would love that. I would love the support. Absolutely. I need it.
I think there's a book in all of us. I believe that every woman has a story. Every girl has a story. Let me say this, though. The hardest thing I've ever done was to write a book. That was the hardest, because it's just, sometimes you just don't feel creative, and you may say, I'm going to go away this week and I'm going to write. Writer's block is real. So you just have to, what I do, instead of writing, when I think, I keep my phone and I talk into my phone. So what you can do is just start talking to the phone, right? Record it, and then email it to yourself and transcribe it. okay? Because sometimes you're creative and you're in the car, okay? And you can't stop to write, but you always have your phone, okay? So use your telephone and record. That's going to be your best companion when writing a book, okay?
Thank you so much for that tip, because I usually used to come up with ideas when I'm busy working or busy cooking, and then you just can't stop because you need to continue. And you're like, how am I going to do this? But you can just put on your phone and record and put it
Hit
down
record,
somewhere
yeah.
and talk. And that is
Yes.
such an awesome, useful tip. Thank you so much. This means a lot.
I'm going to be billing you for that idea, okay? Bills in the mail, okay? Okay.
Yes, sure.
Someone else.
Sharon,
saw,
I have a question.
Rose had a question. Who had a question? So who was it?
Just make sure to check the chat as well. There's a question in there too.
Princess.
Yeah.
Princess
So
Rose.
my question is how to cope with high school, because I am going to high school next month. Well, yeah. So
I'm just going to let Tatiana answer that, because I think she's about the only one there is close to those high, you can remember those high school experiences. Tatiana.
I love this question. The first thing that I definitely would say is just go in there willing to learn. Don't seek after an A, seek after understanding the material, and the A will come. Just allow yourself to learn each and everything that your teacher is teaching you. If you need extra help, go to the professor. I'm saying professor, go to the teacher, ask for extra help, ask for extra time, ask for what you need. So therefore you can understand it even more. So therefore, when it is time for you to go to college, if that's what you want to do, it's literally like the back of the hand for you at that point, right? So really just take these years and really make them important to you, because they go by really, really fast. They go by extremely, extremely fast. Enjoy every single moment of it. And when it comes to friends, just focus on your books. Focus on your books. When it comes to boys, focus on your books. Focus on your books. Everything will come in due time. Enjoy these 4 years in high school. Yeah.
I love it.
thanks for the advice. I will take it to my heart.
No problem.
Thank you. Next question, because I can't see the chat. So I don't know if Maria or Deanna, someone can help me with that. Tashika, Deanna, can you see it? I don't know.
Sharon has a question.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was actually, and Tashikia answered or did give an answer, but I think it's a very powerful question. How do I know God forgives me? I have a hard time knowing that God forgives people. That's very, and so Tashikia, I see that you answered in the chat. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a very that is a heartfelt question.
It is.
And one of the things that you have to know, and this is how I actually answered in the chat, you have to know his word. His word is his character. And you have to understand that he is a God of integrity. And once you understand his integrity, you're going to trust his word. And his word says, if you come to me, you got to come to him. And if you repent, that means you have a change of mind. Repentance isn't, oh, I'm so sorry. No, that's an apology. Repentance is what I did is wrong. Period, right? He says, I am faithful to forgive you and throw your sin in the sea of forgetfulness. We are the only ones that remember our sin. When we go to God with certain things, we're reminding him because he's already forgotten. So he is faithful. He is a God of integrity. He is a God that keeps his word, and he is a God of forgiveness. You are forgiving the moment you repent. God is not like man. You can come to me and say, I'm sorry that I wrecked your car. And I'm going to say, you're never using my car again. And God is going to say, you know what? What car? What car? Because I have forgiven you. And I've thrown that deed, that action into the sea of forgetfulness. So you know he forgives when you know his word. And I will send you scriptures on that.
I see Princess Rose out there. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yes, Princess Rose. Yes, you. How are you?
I'm
looking
fine,
pretty
thank you.
What are you up to today? Tell me something about yourself. What do you think about today's session?
Well, this session was very exciting. I learned a lot. And I will keep in mind about what everybody said, especially about going to high school, because I know it would be hard. So yes, thank you for this session. And I would like to say about myself that I have to keep trying no matter what comes my way, because I always say I can't do this, I can't do that. I just have to forget about the things I can't do and do the things I can do. So that is what I think about myself. Thank you.
And can't is not a word, princess. Can't is not a word. That word does not exist. Okay, beautiful.
I have a question.
Okay, what's your question, darling?
So I actually do have a business. I sell bracelets and I sell AirPod cases. And I was wondering how I will be able to keep it up because I'm a senior this year and I do early college at my high school. And I want to know how I could possibly keep exposing my business and keep promoting it and keeping it up so that I can continue to grow it as I get older with all the high school things.
Who's that?
That's Felicia.
My name's Kayla, but I'm under my mom's. It's Felicia Hardaway.
Okay, Felicia, is Maria there by any chance? This is good for Maria.
But my name is Kayla.
Maria is there.
Yeah.
Okay. Is Maria there?
Here.
Maria,
Yeah,
I want you to help her with that. How does she balance all of this? Because that reminds me of you when you were that age, to be honest with you.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things is organizing your life, and you're going to have a lot of responsibility. Do you plan on going to school after high school?
Yes, I want to attend FAMU.
Okay, girl, yes. Absolutely. You can do, knowing that you can do it all. Like I said, anything you can envision, you can obtain. So if you want to continue to go in with a plan, a great plan right now, because it's to make sure that you're online, make sure that your product is available on social media and online, and so that it's making money for you. And you don't have, in high school, you're able to kind of sell your product to your classmates because you might be in front of them every day. But
well, I'm actually at FSCJ because I only have college classes this year. So I'm not technically at my high school taking classes.
Okay, so how are you advertising your business now?
I have a website and I have an Instagram and Facebook page for it.
Good.
Oh, perfect.
What is
so
it?
what's your
The website is www.doggbykb.com. I'll put it in the chat. So
put it in the chat. That'd be great.
Okay,
and a great way
answer that?
Sure.
Oh, I'm sorry, Maria. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. I was gonna say a great way to is to get in people to endorse your product. So you can advertise it by having Paige sending her a bracelet and having her watch your wear your bracelet and things like that, so that you can get more people involved in your product.
Thank you.
And I was going to add to that is another way for balancing is to do time blocking. You have school, you have your social life. So if you time block and create what we call content calendars, it allows you to stay more focused and organized. And so you'll have, certain days or hours of the day or certain days of the week where you would work on the business, post certain things on social media, do your homework. So it works with business and just regular life. So I live by time blocking and content calendars.
Thank you.
I look forward to purchasing some bracelets. Tashika, our time is almost up, guys. You guys think we need to come back in a month or two and do this again? What do you guys think? Yes or no? You guys don't want to see us again, do you? You don't want us to come back?
I would love this. I would love to have another meeting. Do not say that you do not love this. We love
gotta
this.
act like you really want. Okay, you guys gotta act like you really want to see us again. I don't know yet. I don't know. What do you think, Monica, Deanna? You think they really want to see us again? Let's see what they say in the chat. You guys think we should come back again? What do you think?
Please come back again, please.
Deanna,
It's
Tashika, Monica, Maria, Tanya, Tracy, I think we're going to have to come back and see these babies again, okay? If Simone will have us. Simone, will you have us back?
Definitely. Can't wait. It's been amazing so far.
This has been amazing, but I want to end it with Tashikia. Tashikia, do you like, is it Tashikia or Tashika? Because we've been calling.
My mom was trying to be fancy. It is Tashika.
Okay, put that.
She just put that I in there silent.
Put that I in there, Mama.
She was 17, so you know we're gonna blame it on that.
I was being observant because we kept saying Tashikia, and when she said Tashika. So okay, so now we know it's Tashika. So Tashika, I want you to have some words with the young ladies in closing, and Simone, I'll let you have the final word. And I just want to say thank you guys so much. This is the best birthday I've had in a long time. I just love you ladies. We look forward to meeting you guys in person. I think this should be maybe our core group. And Simone, let's just see how we can do some things across the water, across the pond.
Definitely.
I'm just really, really excited about what God is doing with this. But for you, what's the name of your foundation, Simone?
The Sapphire Miriam Foundation.
Okay, so this, what is it? The Miriam Foundation?
Sapphire Miriam.
Okay, so we've got a surprise for you for the foundation. Deanna, I will make the announcement.
I'm getting nervous.
Can I make it, Dee?
I think you should.
Okay, thank you. So you've been awarded a $5,000 grant from the Steve Marjorie Harvey Foundation to continue your work.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow, this is a real surprise. Oh my gosh. I wasn't expecting. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Paige. Thank you, ladies. Oh my gosh. Wow. Thanks. We can do so much.
I know we looked at you, and I've studied you, and I see the work that you're doing, the impact that you're having on the lives of these young girls. So we wanted to bless you with that.
Thanks so much.
Tashika, I'll let you have final words on our behalf. Then Simone, you can close us out.
All right. Again, thank you so much, Paige, for thinking of me. Thank you so much to the Steve and Marjorie Harvey Foundation for always providing a platform for our girls to thrive. And so I'm not going to take up a lot of time. I'm going to condense my message. Guess what? Because we will be back. One of the things that I wanted to get in your hearts and your spirit today is to protect your value. Protect your value. And I'm going to give you 3 nuggets as to how people undervalue themselves and what happens. But I'm going to read you an insert from the Dressing My Inner Beauty journal. And we have some people working in the back scene. Miss Simone, Power Hands is going to sponsor some of these journals that I authored. And we're going to send them to your girls as well, because a power read is a great takeaway. So many things can make us feel like we are not important or that our life is a waste of time. It is so easy to look in the mirror and see yourself the way others think of you and undermine who you are. I'm going to end with that because I want you guys to look at these rings that I have up here. I'm more of a visual. I have a paper ring with a little paper diamond on it. I have costume jewelry, and then I have a diamond ring. How many of you would leave this, just chat with me for a second. How many of you would just leave this paper ring around like, oh, it's cute, but I'll just leave, I'm just gonna just leave it on the counter. I'm gonna leave it in my book bag. Just put me in the page, me on the comment section. I wouldn't really guard this with my life, right? Me, right? I want to see me's, or I would guard it with my life, right? All right, then you have this costume jewelry. It's cute. It costs about $40, $30, right? How many of you would guard this with your life? How many of you would guard this costume jewelry with your life? This ring was like downstairs in something because I totally forgot that I had it, right? So I wouldn't guard this with my life. Now, if your dad or someone special to you, when you guys turn 50, if the man that truly wants to spend the rest of his life gave this to you, right? Would you just put this anywhere? A real diamond ring? Would you let your friends borrow it? Would you just put it down? Listen, I don't even take it off. I only took it off for a demonstration. And so one of the things I want you to do, the same way you will protect something that the world says is valuable, I don't want you to undermine protecting yourself. I don't want you to undermine protecting yourself. When you do not know your value, three things happen. I want you guys to take notes in the chat or take notes while you're sitting here. Three things happen when you underestimate your value. You underestimate your existence. That's the first thing that happens. Suicide is the leading cause of adolescent death, not because people hate life, but people do not know how to. Adolescents do not know how to deal with life. So when you don't value yourself, you do not value your existence the way you need to value your existence. The second thing that is undermined is your why, your purpose, your gifts and your talents. When you don't understand your value, you undermine that you have what it takes. So you quit easily. Many people can get you off task easily. You're distracted easily when you do not understand your value, you do not understand your why. And last but not least, when you do not understand your value, you will always change with the fads. Do you guys understand fine china and how fine china is not going to change its ingredients? How diamonds will not ever change its ingredients? How a pearl will never change its ingredients? I don't care what the next new thing is, a pearl will always be a pearl, and that is valuable. A diamond will always be a diamond, and that is valuable. And I'm gonna dummy it all the way down for you. An apple will always be an apple. I don't care how many bananas are bought from Publix. So when you underestimate your value, you underestimate you. So Ms. T, how can I protect my value? I'm gonna give you 3 top ways that you can protect your value. You can protect your value by understanding the hands who created you. My car is valuable because I can take that car when it breaks down to the creator of that car. I am not going to take my car to the hospital. I'm not going to take my car to a fashion designer. I'm going to take my car to the maker of the car. And whatever is going on with my car, that maker knows how to fix it. The one way to build your value and protect your value is to always go to God, ladies. Always go to God. And if anyone is giving you any type of advice that undermines the word of God, that is not the advice you take. It's almost like someone telling me to put Kool-Aid in my tank, but the maker of the car said that my car needs gasoline. When you understand the maker, the creator of who you are, why you are, and who you belong to, you're going to understand your value. The next thing, protect your gates. My gates? Yes. Protect your gates. Have you guys ever seen a gated community? They have a gated community for a reason, because they don't want everybody in. So I want you to protect your gates, your eye gates. What you see, it does impact your thinking. What you hear is an ear gate. It does impact your thinking. And I know that there are a lot of popular things, popular songs, popular shows, popular aspects of media. But when you don't protect your gates, you let anything in. And when you let all things in, you become all things and not what God created you to be. So I want you to start protecting your gates. Protect your relationships. My grandmother used to say, birds of a feather flock together. If your relationships do not line up with your standard, with your value system, then you can be friendly, but you're not going to be friends. My word to you is be friendly to all, be friends with few. When you and your relationships coincide, now we got to go back to the maker. When your relationships coincide with biblical terms, with who created you, then your relationships will work out a whole lot smoother. All right. Last but not least, I want you to also understand that you are so valuable that you don't only enter, but you can always exit. Don't you ever feel like you have to stay there. Many people who undervalue themselves, they think once I said yes, I can never say no. Once I connect, I can never disconnect. You can always exit. When you're in a building, the first thing I want you to always look at, don't always look at the doors that you walked in. You always find that emergency exit. Always find the emergency exit of a relationship, of a hobby, of anything that could be tearing down your value. You gotta know where the emergency exit is. And that's where your parents come into play. That's where your youth pastors come into play. That's where reading good, impactful books come into play. That's where getting on platforms like this come into play, because we're going to teach you how to exit a thing that is undermining your value. Now, that's all I have for you right now because of time, but I'm telling you, the preacher was almost coming out of me. Don't you ever underestimate how much God loves you. And if the creator of the world gave you one print that no one else can have, you are unique. You can never be cloned. You are an original design. You are valuable. Thank you for having me, guys.
Yes.
Woo, that was amazing. Amazing.
Thank you so much.
And the truth.
Simone, can you close us out? Final word.
Wow, I'm speechless. It's been a fantastic morning. It's been more than I bargained for. It's really, really been amazing. Thanks so much, ladies. Thank you, Paige, for spending, some of your birthday time with us. Really, really appreciate it. I thank everybody for signing on, all the girls. I thank my team for the support, throughout this journey. Since May, we've been on this journey with the young ladies, and coming to December, we're going to do a little kind of close off, but we're going to always, stay in touch and continue mentoring them and, stick together. It's been a learning experience to me as well. I learned from them, they learn from me and from us, the team. I really want to thank Ricardo Michel, who's one of the directors of the foundation, for his work and all the graphics and the videos and production and everything, keeping things going. Thank Debbie. We have Utalia in St. Lucia. We have Marilyn in Guyana, Rubia in Suriname, Beverly and Valanda in Dominica. So we have a broad team all over. It's really been a wonderful experience thus far. I really thank all the ladies from the US for joining us. Thanks so much. And we will stay in touch. Tracy skincare is one of my passions as well. So, natural bath and body products. So you're going to be hearing from me, So, yeah. I don't know if anyone else wants to close off by saying anything. Anybody from the team? My team wants to close off by saying anything.
I think we are good, guys. Please follow me on Instagram.
Okay, hi. This is Princess Mommy. I must say, it has been a remarkable, exciting, and very informative session. And I would like to extend a heartfelt thank you to Miss Clarkson for bringing together these vibrant, amazing, beautiful ladies, to give so much to us. We really appreciate it. Learn a lot and we'll put a lot into practice. Thank you and God bless your hearts.
Thank you. And let's end on that note. Thank you guys. And we will be in touch. We'll have another session with Brown Girl Village. And we'll probably see you guys maybe next month, no later than October. We'd like to follow up with these young ladies and see if they implemented what they learned today. Thank you guys and have a great day.
Thanks very much, Paige. Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.